It's now my pride and honor to present to you our guest speaker this afternoon, none other than Sir Eduardo UMAMING. Sir.
Good afternoon. Especially to the initiator of this activity, Dr. Michael Vinuel. Of course, his staff and the rest of you. Welcome to Sagada. I was here actually this morning. I was able to check the 7 entries on poetry writing. Unfortunately, I was not able to check on the 11 entries on AC writing. I did not have time to talk to any one of you before I left because somebody was calling me at the public market because we are also arranging another activity tomorrow in Banga. Many years ago, our young men here in Sagada are preoccupied with gathering of firewood. And that's their preoccupation. And they go as far as the north and as far as the east just to gather firewood that is good for cooking food in 2 days or 3 days. So it's most important during those days that you really have to have a lot of firewood. Then somebody thought that why not plant some trees? Sagada, the town was once coconut. And then, so I'm very glad with our ancestors who thought of planting trees so that the gathering of firewood will be nearer. And there is no longer fear of the headhunters from the east. That was a long time ago. When our trees have grown, there was this some problem when young boys climb a tree, remove some branches, and the owners or the claimant will come and say, where'd you get those firewood? Time has changed. It's magic. Today, our old men would say, idikit makaungat ti tatang mi, nuhang kami nga apan agkayo, kunada. Well, ang kayo nga agkayo ta isong rudyon to ti hangin. And it's magic. May isong rud tatangag pa iso ti hangin. No, ang kayo nga agkayo, awan ti pagsilaw tayo. Ngam tata, kunan ti lalakay, magic. Kas di mo lang di dingding kat, kik, gula na kat silawan. Whereas di, tapno agkasilaw ka, before evening, before it gets dark, alaan sa'y bunang, birok ka tisalan, at tal ka iti kayo. That is the story. Today, the trees that were planted by our ancestors have grown ready to be harvested. Time has changed. No idi ngamin ket duwala nga kayo ti kasapulan ket maaramid ti maysa nga balay tatta pumurang ti sangapulo. We are glad that the trees, the kind of tree that was planted, is self-generating. But even if it is self-generating, timely ti inmayan nyo dito because at this time we are deliberating on adopting a code or passing a local ordinance or a local code to regulate and to utilize our pine land sustainably. So I hope in my Mr. Pugi Tatay, our Provincial Environment Natural Resource Officer, the idea came from their office. It was supposed to be local only for Sagada when the former President GME visited the place. And he prepared a memorandum of agreement with the national government, and it was signed by former President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. When it went to the region, the regional office, especially the regional director, Regional Development Council saw it and said, why only in Sagada? The idea is very good. But actually the idea was captured. It is the idea captured the practice of Sagada in managing their forest. So it was supposed to be regional in scope. But when it was submitted to the National Office of the DNR, the national people of the DNR said, why Cordillera only? This should be applied to the whole indigenous cultural community. I would therefore say that we are proud for having good ancestors who have thought of planting these pine trees, which now benefiting the present generation. Today, we don't have to go as far as the north, as far as the east part of the town in order to gather firewood. Today, after the introduction of gas ranges or gas fuels, nobody cares already to remove branches. And there's the problem, because mainly our pine trees are now used for housing, and the DNR, after talking to them several years ago, are saying, what DNR should do is to improve the timber stand of every pine tree, so that when we gather one tree, there's a maximum benefit. Don't worry, Mr. Bingwayan, we will not be cutting our trees, the whole of them. We will do it sustainably. But there was also a time when fear crept into Sagada. Remember the Silophil Resource Corporation. Actually, the lagging rights of that logging company that started in Abra included Sagada. We were only lucky that the logging activity started in Abra. Had it started, there were more of us who have joined freedom fighters. Those were the circumstances when they do the logging in Abra that many priests joined the freedom fighters. The Sudadagita da Agatep, the Ortega, Father Ortega, the Father Balwag. They have no option. I don't believe they believe in the communist ideology. They have always been put into a situation that if they go against the logging corporation, they are at the other side. Sagada would say we were proud, or we would say we supported their struggle. There was a time when there was evacuation from Abra, and it was in Sagada where they came. There was abuses because of their opposition of this logging corporation. Again today, I would say Sagada is honored to host this event. We hope you come again. We hope we have more time even at the Facebook to talk about taking our pine trees, not only our pine trees. But pardon us if you go around the town and you hear some people saying that our pine trees are already encroaching the other types of our forest. I personally, I do not agree that the pine tree seeps into our water table, and it causes our water table to disappear. A tree is a tree, to me. I read a paper trying to disprove that is a misconception. Although I would say that somewhere towards the west, towards the south, we really have to do some effort to protect the dipterocarp forest, because there is an observation that there are more pines already growing and creeping into this dipterocarp forest. And I would say, I would agree at one point that dipterocarp forest is more friendly to other animals. Maobserbaryo the pine trees get awan the other animals. Whereas in the dipterocarp forest, kapag dati oak dita, dati other life, it can support other life. But I would say, without the pine trees, hang kumanga kastoy tibiyag mititoy sa gada. you will be surprised that every house you enter, nagmayat di pine tree walls. We will continue that. We at the local Sangguniang Bayan, we will allow harvesting, but not massive harvesting. I think we, the Sagada people and other indigenous peoples, are more responsible in managing our pine forest in other types of forest. Again, welcome, and this serves as a closing message. I hope you enjoyed your stay, and we look forward to your coming again and to Sagada hosting a Pine Tree Festival again. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for gracing our occasion. So, in respect of our gratitude, may I request Dr. Michael Bingwayan to hand a simple token of our appreciation. Thank you very much. May I call on Sir Umaming to please receive our simple token of appreciation.
Sakbay yaw pinagkiki niya po Municipal Board Member Tio Ket kung may pamuka na kayo nga the Sangguniang Board ay Sangguniang Council apo kat nagipasada ti resolution supporting the Cordillera Pine Tree Festival. Hindi pa lang panahon ti November itatangtawin. So nga, pasalamat kayo di Municipal Council ti Sagada.
Thank you very much again.